feel relieved. I feel like my heart is light.
It was the ignorance that hurt me down to my core.
I support you people.
So I work in HIV and AIDS prevention, and this past week I've been at a pretty extensive training all week for like 8 hours a day. We're learning all these different things and had all these different presenters and guest speakers that were supposed to be kind of the top of the top in HIV and AIDS prevention in Denver County and also kind of in Colorado. So it was the time for the social marketing section of the program, and the presenter comes in and she asks everyone to introduce themselves, and I was the only woman of color, but I was the only black woman specifically in this group of people. And I think I was the last person to introduce myself, and I told her my name, or before I could even tell her my name, she took one look at me because my name card was actually in front. She took one look at me, and then she looked at my name card and she said, "You must be the bouncer in the room." And aside from like choking back my initial reaction, I felt humiliated and I felt demoralized. And I even said, like, I don't play the angry black woman role unless it's needed, or something to that effect. Like, I definitely let her know that I was understanding where she was coming from with that, and that it could have come from a lot of different places, aside from just the stereotypical ideas of black women who are angry or who are overly aggressive or anything, but just the fact that she was so clear about the fact that she was looking at me face value, and she looked at my name and made that assumption that I would have to be the person to keep the peace, and almost as though I was kind of the mammy of the group, the woman who would keep all of these people together, the den mother, or the person who would keep order and who would maintain order, but who could also possibly need to be kept in line. And I don't like that shit. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, because I work at an agency where I am only one of 3 black women, and we all work in different departments. And so I understand the disparities that exist already in the HIV and AIDS community, and specifically in our abilities, or my abilities being questioned in how we can reach out to our communities, or how we can do our work, or how we can do something that would maintain some sort of established foundation and a safe place for people who have HIV and for people who want to come and find out this information. And I'm good at what I do, and I know how to come across to people. And the fact that this woman, specifically because she was a woman, and she had this assumption about me already, and it made me feel demoralized. I feel like in some ways, if I had allowed it to, I could have given power to an inferiority complex that I think exists in all people of color, specifically black women. This inferiority complex that never goes away, because we have been in some ways conditioned to be programmed to have these sorts of things happen to us. It was so obvious to me that she was so comfortable with putting this label on me, or making this judgment, or making this assumption, that she's probably done it to lots of other women too. And I had to take a step back, and I had to really work with myself. Like, you know what? The struggle is not over. The struggle is not over. Every single day we deal with these things. I don't have to walk down the street and wear my race on my sleeve because others' preconceived notions about me do it already. But that's not going to stop me from being this outspoken, ankh-wearing, revolution preaching, praying, hoping, bringing, cultivating person that I am and that I will continue to be. Maybe one of my first pretty serious encounters here in Denver, and I was really shocked by it because she thought that it was funny, but I had to let her know, I'm a black woman in America, this shit ain't sweet, and it damn sure wasn't funny.
Well, how did you feel in actually saying the story out loud?
I feel better. I feel like anytime words are power, anytime you can release them, or you could acknowledge to yourself how you feel about it. It really helped me because I know that there are other people who have experienced this, and it is something that needs to be talked about. And anytime you can, I've been holding it. It just happened like 4 days ago, so it's been sitting like right here. And so every time I think about it, it just gets a little bit bigger. And then today, sometimes, you know, the universe gives you opportunities and to just release it and to use this as a way to be better and to get better.
Ashe.
Peace.